Hey guys, and welcome to Cypher Gaming. Cypher here with the web design project I had talked about a couple days ago in the stream. The first things first, we gotta discuss the design principles, and we gotta discuss what they want, what they need, what the project is. We have to define that. We have to define the purpose. So we'll do all that now, and then after this video, I will do a video about starting the web page itself, actually starting coding. But this is the first things first. In any project, you always want to define this stuff in the beginning. It is always a great idea, and it keeps things organized and keeps your focus on what actually the project should be doing. So without further ado, let us get this started. Okay, so the title of the project that I was given was they needed a perforation calculator that can be used in the web. Now, what do they need in this project? They need a calculator that uses multiple equations. They need a calculator that handles multiple variables. Now, these are synonymous. With multiple equations, you're going to have multiple variables. It's just a given. And we need to make sure that the outputs are rounded to the fourth decimal for simplicity's sake. Some of the wants that they gave me was that they want it to look nice in the end. They want it to look like really good. They want it to look feasible. They also want mobile usability, which is a big thing nowadays. People with iPhones, iPads, Android. Now they're mainly looking for Apple products. So we'll write that down here just to. They just want Apple usability. Unfortunately, they only want Apple usability. So we have to try to wrap this in a format, or in a wrapper as they call it, that iPhones and other Apple products can handle. And then we'll turn it into an app and put it up on the market for people to download. Now, the purpose of this project, so these are the wants and the needs of this website. After that, we need to define the purpose of the website, which I will define in blue because I love blue. So the purpose. Now the purpose is what the end user is going to expect at the very end. Now the purpose of this website is to have a functional calculator that customers and employees can use. This is the purpose. This is the minimum requirements needed to complete this project. This is where I would normally sit down. I've already sat down with the client and said, hey, look, this is, okay, can I have the list of equations? Can I have a list of things you guys want and need? And I narrowed it down and said, look, that's not possible. Look, this is possible. I can do that this way. This is like the very beginning. This happened a couple weeks ago. And they said there's no rush on it. We don't really need it at the moment, but it'd be something nice to have for our business, and we want it to get done. So I said, okay, leave it to me. I will find a way to do this for you guys, and I will make sure it is functional and looks good. So this is the purpose, and then after that, right now we're gonna design what the UI will look like. Now I've worked on this project previously, or talked with them, and they want a UI. Or UI stands for user interface, for those who don't know. They want a user interface, and the user interface is what you or anybody else would use on the web page. So they want a user interface that will draw, we're just going to cut this in half. They want a user interface that will draw the circles as they put in the information down here, which would be the calculator. So over here is where the result is going, where this is the drop down box that they'll pick their equation from. We're going to say equation X from this drop down bar, and then there's going to be other equations here. And then over here is where, once they pick that equation, over here is where the variables are going to be inputted. Pardon my drawing, I'm a shit drawer. This is where all the variables are. The variables are going to be encapsulated here. And then below that, after the equation is done, and below this box, Actually don't really need the box there at the moment for design's sake. We know it's a drop down. But below that box down here is where the output is going to be displayed. Now some of these equations have multiple outputs. So depending on the equation, we will output here, and we can use this real estate for anything else. Now the names, the labels are going to go here and here, labels are going to go there, labels are going to go to the left of each of these. So we're going to need stuff in there. And up here, this is the canvas that we're going to be designing. This canvas is going to take what they put into here, and based upon this equation, draw the shapes. Now there's hexagon shapes, there's circle shapes. The distance between the circles from center to center matters, and so does the distance from here to here as well. Those distances matter, but we'll get into more of that as soon as I get into the actual programming. Now I've coded all of the JavaScript already, but I'm going to redo it all because it sucks, and I wanted to make it better. So this is where I'm going to leave the video for now. In the next video you see, we will actually be on the computer over here, which is in that direction. We will see from there to see blah 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 to see. No, we will actually start coding the web page, getting the HTML laid out, and then we will get all the boxes we need to in place before we start making those boxes functional. After that, we'll start writing the jQuery for it, which is the same thing as JavaScript, and I will have a separate style sheet that will make this thing look beautiful. So after we get all through that, I will then start doing the Apple mobile usability coding as soon as we're done with the regular web design. Now, since that wasn't a huge requirement, I actually want to get this functional and looking nice before we even start focusing on the Apple part of it. So I'm going to leave you guys here with that. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you guys in the next video.